And like I said before, this is where the first roots of trick-or-treating come from, is that the Fomorians on Samhain would come to the villages and they would demand a tax. And if you couldn't pay the tax, they would take your children. And this is where guising and all has its first roots, the idea that you dress up. Now, if we look at Ezekiel 28, I think it's verse 16, says, in regards to Hallel ben Shakar, or Lucifer, an abundance of trade was found within his heart. So Crom Dubh is worshipped in Ireland, and he's worshipped by the sacrifice of souls. So there's a story that goes that a landowner was looking for a really good yield at Samhain. So he's looking for this really good yield of crops. And as he's coming up to that time, he makes a deal with Crom Dubh that he will give him 200 souls. In other words, kill 200 people on his behalf as a blood sacrifice. He comes on the scene, Christianity hits the shores, and he hears about a God who doesn't desire sacrifice, but is the sacrifice on our behalf. And so he reneges on the deal. And when he reneges on the deal, the story goes is that Crom Dubh, who is really highly and closely linked with the god Lu, and some say it's the same entity, he creates this being called the Dulhallan. Now, the Dulhallan is the Headless Horseman that all the stories come. Now, this is thousands of years old, but this is the stories of Headless Horsemen come from the Dulhallan. He sends this Dulhallan out to collect souls, the devil does, on All Hallows Night or Samhain, and bring them back to hell.